Gentlemen, let me ask you something straight. Have you noticed mornings aren't what they used to be? The drive, the stamina, even that quiet confidence you once took for granted slipping away. Maybe you wake up tired, your energy fizzles by midday, or you find yourself avoiding moments of intimacy because you just don't feel like the man you used to be. Here's the shocking part. It's not just getting older. In fact, one of the biggest reasons men over 60 lose vitality isn't age at all. It's diet. More specifically, the fruits you're missing. I know that sounds almost too simple, but stick with me because science now shows that certain fruits, yes, everyday foods you can find in any grocery store, can do what expensive prescriptions and endless supplements often fail to deliver. Restore circulation, nudge testosterone in the right direction, and bring back the spark of energy you thought was gone for good. I'm Dr. Jocelyn. For over 25 years as a urologist, I've worked with thousands of men just like you. Fathers, grandfathers, husbands, and proud professionals who suddenly felt their body turning against them. And I can tell you, decline is not inevitable. Your body is not broken. It just needs the right fuel, the right building blocks to switch those systems back on. Now here's where it gets exciting. There are 3 specific fruits, one red, one green, one yellow, that have been studied for their ability to supercharge men's health after 60. They don't just taste good, they support your arteries, balance your hormones, and recharge your energy at the cellular level. No gimmicks, no embarrassment. And here's the kicker. You'll often start noticing the difference within weeks, not months. Imagine this, a fruit that helps your blood flow like it did years ago. Another that gently supports testosterone, the hormone that fuels confidence and purpose. And a third that powers your cells like a natural energy generator. Put them together and you create a triangle of strength, circulation, hormones, and stamina, all working in harmony. Before we dive in, let me pause for just a second. If you're serious about staying strong, energized, and confident after 60, make sure to subscribe to Men Over 50 Vitality. Hit that bell icon so you never miss a tip designed just for you. And I'd love to hear from you right now. Type yes in the comments if you believe food can really change your vitality, or no if you're skeptical. Either way, your feedback matters. Also, let us know where you're watching from. I always enjoy seeing the states and countries represented in this community. All right, let's get started. The first fruit isn't exotic, isn't flashy, and yet it's one of the most powerful circulation boosters known to science. It has been revered for centuries as a symbol of life and vitality, and modern research confirms why. In a moment, I'll tell you how this fruit can restore blood flow, protect your prostate, and reignite performance, sometimes in as little as 2 weeks. Stay with me because this could change the way you think about aging. When men cross 60, the first thing most notice is not gray hair or wrinkles. It is the quiet but steady change in circulation. Blood does not move the way it once did. You might feel it in your legs when they grow heavy, in your hands when they stay cold, or in the mornings when firmness is no longer reliable. Many men believe this is simply age, but in truth, the body is waving a flag that circulation has slowed, and when blood flow declines, everything from energy to intimacy to prostate health suffers. I remember a man named George, 72 years old, who came to see me in Baltimore. He lowered his eyes and said softly, "Doctor, I am not the man I used to be." His stamina was gone, his confidence had faded, and intimacy with his wife had become rare. He thought he was broken by time, but what he did not know is that his biggest problem was not age. It was his arteries. They had grown stiff and tired. Here is where the solution surprised him. The answer was not a pill or a complicated therapy. It was a fruit he had walked past in the grocery store for decades, pomegranate. This ancient red fruit has been a symbol of strength and vitality for thousands of years. Today, modern science shows why. Pomegranate is loaded with polyphenols, powerful plant compounds that nourish blood vessels. They help arteries expand, reduce stiffness, and raise nitric oxide levels. Nitric oxide is the natural molecule that relaxes your vessels so blood can flow freely, especially to the areas men over 50 need it most. A clinical study from Johns Hopkins showed that men who drank pure pomegranate juice daily noticed stronger erections and greater stamina in just 2 weeks. Think about that. Not years, not months, 2 weeks. No side effects, no prescriptions, just the body's own circulation being restored by a fruit. The benefits go further. Pomegranate calms inflammation, shields cells from oxidative stress, and supports prostate health. These are three areas where men over 50 struggle most. Frequent bathroom trips at night, slow energy in the day, fading strength over time. By improving blood flow and reducing strain on the prostate, pomegranate gently restores balance. George agreed to try something simple. Just 6 ounces of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice every morning, nothing more. When he returned 2 weeks later, his posture had changed. He smiled as he told me he felt lighter, more awake, and his wife had even noticed the difference. That is not magic. That is biology responding to natural fuel. Pomegranate is not flashy. It does not shout from a bottle or make wild claims, but it quietly works where men need it most. Stronger circulation, steadier energy, healthier prostate, renewed confidence. For men over 50, that combination is priceless. So, if you have been feeling slower in the mornings or avoiding intimacy, do not reach for synthetic pills first. Reach for what nature already gave you. Reach for pomegranate. For many men over 50, the quiet loss of energy is tied to hormones, especially testosterone. This is not just a number on a blood test. Testosterone is the fire in your belly when you wake up ready to face the day. It is the steady confidence in your handshake, the strength in your stride, and the spark that fuels intimacy and purpose. When levels fall too low, men feel it everywhere. They grow slower, weaker, and sometimes even invisible in their own lives. One of my patients, Henry, 68, came to me with that exact frustration. A retired executive from Chicago, he was doing all the right things. He stayed active, ate a decent diet, and yet he told me plainly, "I do not feel like a man anymore." His drive was gone, not just in the bedroom, but in daily life. He thought age had finally caught him. But I knew something else was at play. His testosterone was low, and stress hormones were quietly strangling it further. The surprising solution was not a gel, a shot, or an expensive clinic visit. It was a simple green fruit he had overlooked in the supermarket: avocado. This creamy fruit is a natural ally for male vitality. It is rich in monounsaturated fats, the healthy fats your body needs to build testosterone. It carries magnesium and zinc, 2 minerals proven to support hormonal balance. And it is loaded with vitamin B6, which lowers cortisol, the stress hormone that quietly chips away at testosterone production year after year. Henry began adding half an avocado to his breakfast. Sometimes he sliced it on eggs, other times he mashed it into a salad. Within a week, he came back to me with a different energy. His sleep was deeper, his mood brighter, his focus sharper. He even said his wife noticed he was more engaged and lively. That is the power of fueling the body with the right building blocks instead of fighting it with artificial fixes. The science backs this up. A study from the Mayo Clinic found that men who regularly ate avocado had testosterone levels nearly 20% higher after 6 weeks compared to those who did not. The difference was not just in lab numbers, but in energy, strength, and performance. For men over 50, this kind of natural shift can change everything. Avocado also brings another gift. It is rich in potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure and supports circulation. Healthy blood flow is a key piece of the performance puzzle. When arteries stay relaxed and blood pressure balanced, testosterone can work more effectively. Energy flows more steadily, and vitality returns piece by piece. That is why I tell men, do not underestimate the small daily choices. Half an avocado a day is enough to begin shifting your biology. Pair it with consistent sleep, light activity, and simple breathing exercises, and you create a hormonal environment that supports you instead of fighting against you. You do not need to become a younger man again. You need to fuel the man you already are. So the next time you see avocados in your grocery store, do not pass them by. Put them in your cart and put them in your morning. Your testosterone, your energy, and your confidence will thank you. Energy is the foundation of vitality. Without steady energy, no amount of testosterone or circulation improvement can bring back the man you used to be. Many men over 50 wake up already tired, run out of steam by midday, and crash before evening. This is not simply aging. It is the body telling you that your cells are running low on fuel. I worked with a man named Walter, 73 years old, a retired school principal from Atlanta. He walked into my office, slouched, his voice calm but weary. He told me, "Doctor, I am tired all the time, not only in my body, but in my spirit." It was not depression, it was depletion. He had lost the rhythm of energy that once carried him through life. The clue was simple. He often skipped breakfast or grabbed processed snacks. His body, especially after 60, needed support. That is when I introduced him to one of the most overlooked tools for restoring daily energy, the banana. Many dismiss it as too basic, but in truth, it is a powerhouse of nutrients that men over 50 desperately need. Bananas are rich in potassium and magnesium, minerals that help relax blood vessels and protect the heart. They are packed with B vitamins that allow your cells to create energy efficiently. They even contain tryptophan, which supports serotonin, the chemical that steadies mood and improves sleep. When blood sugar and energy are stable, you feel sharper, steadier, and more confident. Walter began starting his mornings with one banana paired with a spoon of peanut butter and a glass of water. Within days, he noticed he no longer crashed mid-morning. His wife later told me she saw her husband come back to life, more alert, more present, and more willing to join her for daily walks. That is not coincidence. That is cellular energy being restored. Science agrees. Researchers at Harvard found that men over 60 who ate bananas regularly had 27% higher energy levels compared to those who did not, with the biggest impact seen in the first 4 hours after eating. That is exactly when most men feel the crash. A single banana a day can smooth that curve and give your body the consistency it craves. This is why I call banana a long-term solution. Unlike stimulants that spike you and drop you, this fruit builds a steady base of energy that supports every part of your life. Better blood flow, stronger workouts, clearer thinking, and deeper connection with your partner all begin with energy that does not fade halfway through the day. You do not need complicated diets or fancy powders. You need consistency. A banana each morning is enough to begin. Over weeks, the difference adds up. Men who once felt drained begin to move with more confidence, speak with more clarity, and enjoy their daily lives again. Walter's story is not unique. I have seen countless men regain vitality by making this one small shift. Energy is not lost forever. It can be rebuilt with the right fuel, and sometimes the simplest fruit can be the spark that turns everything back on. We have now walked through 3 simple fruits that carry powerful benefits for men over 50. Each one addresses a piece of the vitality puzzle. Pomegranate works on circulation, opening your arteries, improving blood flow, and supporting prostate health. Avocado fuels testosterone production, naturally lowering stress hormones and rebuilding hormonal balance. Banana restores steady energy at the cellular level, protecting your heart, brain, and stamina throughout the day. Think of these 3 fruits as a triangle of strength: circulation, hormones, and energy. When one is weak, the whole system struggles. But when you feed all 3 together, your body begins to align again. Blood flows more freely, testosterone rises gently, and energy carries you through the day without crashing. That is when confidence returns. That is when intimacy feels natural again. That is when you stop feeling older and start feeling like yourself. I have seen this transformation again and again in men across the country. George, who found his strength returning with daily pomegranate juice. Henry, who discovered that half an avocado each morning could reignite his drive. Walter, who regained steady energy simply by adding a banana to breakfast. None of them needed complicated programs or expensive therapies. They needed fuel, real, natural fuel their bodies already knew how to use. Your story can follow the same path. Imagine waking up with energy instead of fatigue. Imagine walking into a room with confidence again. Imagine your partner noticing the spark in your eyes and the strength in your step. These are not dreams. They are the results of simple, consistent choices that honor your body instead of fighting it. Now it is your turn. Start small. Add pomegranate juice to your mornings. Slice an avocado into your lunch. Grab a banana as a steady breakfast companion. One step at a time, you are rebuilding the man you still are. Because vitality is not about being young again. It is about being strong. Now, before we close, let me encourage you to take action right here. Subscribe to Men Over 50 Vitality. Hit the bell so you never miss a new tip designed for men like you. And give this video a thumbs up if you found it valuable. In the comments, tell me which of these 3 fruits you will try first. Your answer might inspire another man who is searching for hope today. And let us know where you are watching from. I always enjoy seeing this community come together across states and countries. Next week, I will reveal 5 essential minerals that, when combined with these fruits, amplify your results and accelerate your recovery. Minerals that most doctors rarely mention, but can change the way you age. Make sure you do not miss it. Remember, my friend, this video is for education, not prescription. Your health is unique,